Are you ready to unlock the secrets hidden in your wallet? Today, we're diving into the untold history and mysteries of the dollar bill. Think it's just a piece of paper? Think again. Every line, every symbol, and every word on the dollar has a purpose, a story, and some hidden meanings that might just change the way you look at money forever. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the American dollar, where it started, how it evolved, and what all those mysterious symbols on it actually mean. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know everything about the dollar that you never thought you needed to know. And if you're interested in more quirky financial histories, make sure to subscribe and let us know what other financial topics you'd like us to cover. Let's start from the beginning. When the first settlers arrived in the American colonies, they brought along British coins and some gold. But, as anyone who's travelled knows, cash runs out fast. Soon, these settlers found themselves without a means to trade or buy essentials from indigenous tribes or each other. To solve this, they started using commodity money, things like tobacco, beaver skins, and a type of shell called wampum. These items became so important in trade that, in 1637, the Massachusetts Bay Colony declared wampum legal tender. But commodity money had a major downside. It wasn't very stable. The value of items like tobacco fluctuated based on supply, and they didn't last forever. Imagine your money drying up and losing value like old produce. To make things even trickier, Britain imposed restrictions on the colonies. Gold and silver coins were in short supply, and Britain banned the colonies from minting their own coins. So the colonies turned to Spanish coins, especially the Spanish peso, which was easier to come by and widely accepted in the 17th and 18th centuries. It became so common that when Massachusetts Bay Colony issued America's first paper currency in 1690 to fund a military expedition, it wasn't seen as all that strange. Other colonies quickly followed suit, creating little IOUs to fund wars. But there was still no standard. Different colonies valued their currency differently, causing confusion and economic trouble. Parliament, looking to restore order, banned the colonies from printing their own money. But with the Revolutionary War on the horizon in 1775, that ban was soon ignored. With the Revolutionary War breaking out, the Continental Congress needed funds. They issued their own paper currency, called Continentals, to finance the war. But once the war ended, these Continentals were practically worthless. The newly formed United States realized they needed a stable national currency. So in 1785, they chose the dollar as the official currency and agreed on a decimal system where each dollar would equal 100 cents. But why call it a dollar? This name was adapted from the German Thaler, a term referring to silver coins produced in the town of Joachimsthal in the Kingdom of Bohemia. Through Dutch settlers and language evolution, thaler morphed into dollar, and the US adopted it as its currency's name. But what about the dollar sign? The origins are still a mystery, but one popular theory suggests that it came from the Spanish peso, which was abbreviated as P and S. Over time, these letters were written over each other, forming the symbol we recognize today. Fast forward to 1861, and the US faced another financial challenge. Congress needed more funds to finance the Civil War, so they issued demand notes in $5, $10, and $20 denominations. Abraham Lincoln appeared on the $10 bill, making him the first US president featured on currency. To prevent counterfeiting, these notes were printed with green ink on the back, earning them the nickname greenbacks. And in 1862, the first $1 bill was printed, featuring Treasury Secretary Salmon P. Chase. Fun fact, though he didn't create the bank, Chase is the namesake of Chase Bank. The modern look of the $1 bill dates to 1963, but key elements like George Washington's portrait and the Great Seal were added earlier in 1929. On the front, you'll find Washington's portrait by Gilbert Stuart, while the back is filled with unique symbols that have sparked curiosity for decades. The Great Seal of the United States shows a bald eagle holding 13 arrows in one talon, symbolizing defense, and an olive branch in the other, symbolizing peace. The eagle also carries a banner that reads E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one, representing the union of the original 13 colonies. And above the eagle, 13 stars signify the colonies, forming a constellation to symbolize a new nation. Then there's the pyramid, a symbol that has puzzled many. This unfinished pyramid with 13 steps represents strength and endurance. At the base, the date 1776 is written in Roman numerals to mark America's founding, and the Latin phrase Novus Ordo Seclorum, meaning a new order of the ages, appears below. At the top of the pyramid is the Eye of Providence, symbolizing divine guidance. At the top of the pyramid is the Eye of Providence, symbolizing divine guidance. The Latin phrase Annuit Coeptis translates to Providence has favored our undertakings. These symbols connect the dollar to a powerful message of unity and purpose. Let's talk about security features, because counterfeiting prevention is no small matter. Today, US currency is printed on special paper made by Crane & Company, a Massachusetts company that has been providing currency paper since 1879. This paper is a mix of 25% linen and 75% cotton, and tiny red and blue fibers are woven throughout to make it harder to replicate. The ink on modern bills includes color-shifting technology where the ink changes from green to black when held at different angles. There's also a security thread embedded in the paper that displays the bill's denomination when held up to light, and under ultraviolet light, each bill glows in a different color. Microprinting, where tiny letters form what looks like solid lines, is another anti-counterfeiting measure that's nearly impossible to reproduce accurately. Additionally, watermarks are included on larger denominations, and if you hold them up to the light, you'll see an image of the bill's portrait or the bill's denomination. The $1 bill is the only one without a watermark, as it's considered less of a target for counterfeiting. Finally, what happens to old bills? As new money is printed, old bills are taken out of circulation and destroyed. Every day, the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, the US Mint, and the Federal Reserve remove damaged or worn bills from circulation. Bills wear out relatively quickly. The average lifespan of a $1 bill is only about 3.5 years. Once bills are deemed unfit, they're shredded and either sent to landfills or given out as souvenirs to visitors at the Federal Reserve. So, what part of the dollar's story surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you love uncovering the unexpected side of history, hit that subscribe button and check out our other videos for more weird history. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.